Yo, good morning, guys. Happy New Year. What the heck is going on out there today? How's everybody feeling? Everybody a little bit hungover? little tipsy. How are you guys? Good to see you guys today. Good to see you guys. I just had a quiet little New Year's Eve. Watched a movie, went to bed early. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Not expecting too many views this morning, as most of the people are probably hungover, right? But Matthew, right out of the gate, dropping that cheddar, my guy, my dude. Thank you so much for the support, man. Happy New Year, Rob. I am one of those that is always here but sits in the background. Thanks for all you, Matthew. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. Coming out swinging. Day one, morning one of 2026. Matthew's got my back right off the bat. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. Let's get into the chat a little bit, see what's going on out there, guys. Got me my BTCC hat on. Shout out to the channel sponsor, BTCC. Use our link down below to use them, guys. Get over 10K in bonuses. Quentin, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Lions Den, what's happening, man? The Sierra is in sight for 2026. Can I get an amen to that? Let's go. H. Barbarina in the house. Overcome, what's happening, man? Another local, happy 2026. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. The schedule is changing. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. It's going to be a lot of fun. Absolutely. Overcome is DCing. Nice. There you go. I'll be doing a little bit of DCing after this live stream. I will put my buy alerts over in our VIP community like a champion. What do we got, guys? Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. There's 34 people watching and we have 11 likes. Not bad, but we can do better, guys. I know it's early in the morning on New Year's Day. A lot of people are probably still sleeping it off, but hit the like button nonetheless. I hit Gary Daly says, morning and good year beginning. I'm bullish on XCL and Cent, as can all be. The ecosystem and their tokenomics are amazing. Nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what you talking about. What you talking about? XCL. We're gonna put you on the spot, Gary. We're gonna put you on the spot, brother. We're gonna look at these. We're gonna look at these projects, my guy. What do we got? What do we got? A lot of pumping. Very low market cap. Good tokenomics, so I agree with you. Very low market cap. $3 million. High risk, high reward, guys. New project, infrastructure, privacy coin. It's on Ethereum. Where can you buy it, you ask? Well, MEXC, Uniswap, probably your Coinbase wallet, stuff like that, I would imagine. But yeah, looks like a decent call, Gary. Looks like a decent call. All-time high was 3 months ago of 3 cents. Good entry point. I'm with you, brother. And what's the other one you're talking about? Cent. Let's have a look at Cent. Sentient? Is this what you're talking about? It's up 212% on the day. Not a good buying opportunity. That's for sure. $30 million market cap. A $30,000 market cap. Wow. This is extremely high risk, high reward, right? Not financial advice, guys, but if it was me personally, this is something I'd probably drop like $300, $400, $500 into and hope for the best on a flyer play. I wouldn't bet on it being successful. It is on Hyperliquid. It's an AI play. Yeah, it's up 212.5% on the day, though. Where is it listed? Only on Hyperliquid. Yeah. Problem is hard to buy, hard to sell, right? But yeah, no, I agree. Two very high risk, very high reward plays for sure. Dave, what's up, man? What it is? Happy New Year. Absolutely. Carlos, what's up, man? No hangover. Started the year at the gym. Nice. There you go. There you go. McNerney, my dude. What's happening, man? Happy New Year from our family. Yours? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Quentin's not hungover. He don't drink. Just stuck at the Fiat factory. I'm with you, Quinn. I haven't had a drop of alcohol in probably 15, 20 years. Never had a drinking problem. I just don't like being drunk, to be honest with you. Hurtin' for a certain and a squirtin', says Dave. Mike, watching over on X. What do you think about H-Bar? I never heard you talk about it. I talk about H-Bar quite a bit over in the VIP community. I am very extremely bullish on HBAR. They are moving heavily into the tokenization of RWAs in 2026, so something to keep in mind. Yes, very bullish on HBAR. Danny says, afternoon from the UK, my guy. We got Ditto. Good morning, Ditto. First Pokemon of the day. Look at their docs on both projects. You will know why I'm bullish. I don't have time for that right now, but I will later, brother. ETH has got to perform. Yes, I think it will. Here's the thing. About halfway through 2026, I think we're going to start to see the realization of tokenized assets, right? And the bulk of that is going to be built on none other than Ethereum. So Ethereum most definitely will start to perform, in my opinion, in 2026 for sure. Oh, that's not it. Okay. John, blessings, my friend. Blessings. Terry says, hello, friend. Great to see you, man, today. Thanks for all you do. Hey, no problem. Yeah, send it to me in a DM, brother, and I will do a look. I'll have a looky-loo. I will have a looky-loo. All right, we're caught up in the chats, and we're caught up in the super chats. Let's dive into the news this morning, guys. What's going on out there in the crypto space this morning? Well, let's find out, shall we? All right, so our first article says Bitwise applies for 11 crypto ETFs with the SEC. 11, guys. Absolutely insane. Bitwise Asset Management submitted applications to the US SEC for 11 cryptocurrency ETFs, including single token strategy ETFs for blockchain assets. They did it on December 30th. Day before yesterday, via Bitwise Fund Trust. The filings highlighted growing institutional interest in digital assets, offering new investment avenues in DeFi and AI tokens, potentially impacting market dynamics and regulatory landscape. On December 30th, Bitwise Funds Trust filed their application for 11 single token cryptocurrency strategy ETFs. This move highlights Bitwise's commitment to expanding their crypto-based investment opportunities. The fund leads the initiative, showcasing its expertise in managing index funds and ETFs. The firm focuses on new strategies for alts like AVAIL and NEAR and others seeking to comply with SEC regulations. The filings could impact cryptocurrency markets, particularly for DeFi and Layer 1 tokens. No immediate changes in liquidity are reported. However, these ETFs might encourage more institutional interest. So, similar to how we saw with Solana and XRP ETFs, we saw massive inflows start to go into those assets, right? We could start to see the same thing happen here with your projects like Aave, like NEAR, and many, many more, guys, right? 11. I'd like the entire list here, though. The financial implications include potential growth for the crypto asset exposure and portfolio diversification as regulatory clarity is pursued. The ETFs could serve as a precedent in the digital asset industry. The introduction of these ETFs may prompt market participants to evaluate their strategies. Investors might find new opportunities. Dun, 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 dun. Historically, Bitwise has been active in the crypto index since 2017. Very bullish, guys. 11 new altcoin spot ETF applications. You'll love to see that. Carl, Happy New Year, my friend. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Absolutely, guys. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. What do we have here, guys? Oh, we got an ad. That's what we got. We got 57 people watching. We have 20 likes, guys. Let's get those likes up to a new all-time high. Unexpected altcoin frenzy shakes the crypto market. What is this craziness? In an extraordinary development, the crypto market witnessed a surprising event as broccoli. I've talked about broccoli this morning in the morning market overview over in our VIP community. The altcoin is linked to CZ's pet. So it is a meme coin based on CZ's pet. Okay. Now, personally, guys, I am not in this token. I'm not interested in this token, but it is all the buzz right now this morning. So I thought I would let you know all about it. So, but as always, guys, when it comes to meme coins, be crazy. Be careful, right? Be careful. Carl says, smash the like button, everyone. Yes, absolutely. So, popular meme coin based on CZ's dog. You'll love to see it. It's called Broccoli if you want to look into it, guys. I'm personally not holding it. I'm not into it, and I'm not going to be. So, for full transparency purposes, right? From approvals to anticipation, the crypto spot ETFs in 2025 and 2026. Let's have a look. By the end of 2025, crypto spot ETFs had firmly established themselves as one of the most practical ways for investors to access digital assets. Global assets under management climbed past $120 billion, driven largely by U.S. spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Across Reddit discussions and analysts' commentary on X, many investors pointed to the ETFs as a simpler alternative to holding crypto directly, which is what big money's going to want to do, guys, and people who are not tech savvy, right? And that is how we really bring in the bulk of retail investors into the space, is making it as user-friendly and as easily accessible as humanly possible. The average crypto investor, the average retail investor or retail person does not want to learn, nor do they have the time to learn how to operate a self-custody wallet, how to make an account on something like Binance or even worse, one of the DeFi platforms. It's too much for them, right? They want to be able to simply call their bank and say, hey, you know what? Buy me this Bitcoin ETF. Boom, done, set it and forget it, right? So, absolutely. The United States remains the largest crypto ETF market in 2025. BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK 21 shares dominated trading activity, with BlackRock's Bitcoin fund alone managing tens of billions of dollars, while Canada and parts of Europe showed steady growth. Asia stood out as regulatory experimentation. Hong Kong approved spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs earlier in the year. Then went to a step further by authorizing a spot Solana ETF in October. The China AMC Solana ETF listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange offered trading in multiple currencies and at a relatively low minimum investment. Market observers on X described the move as a signal that the Asian regulators were willing to test new crypto projects. Sorry guys, that yawn kind of came out of nowhere. The XRP ETF, as we know, saw massive inflows. We even saw money flowing out of the spot Bitcoin ETFs into the XRP ETFs and the Solana ETFs. The rule changes for the Ethereum staking is the next phase, and you know it's going to come for Solana as well, guys. And we know that like Bitmine is staking their Ethereum. Like that's where big money is going to come in to a lot of these assets when they're able to stake it, gain yield. Listen, 3.5% yield on 44,000 Ethereum or whatever it is that Bitmine is staking. That's a lot of yield, guys, right? It might not be much if you're only staking 1, 2, 3 Ethereum. When you're staking 44,000, yeah, 3.5% is worth, it's worth doing, right? So just a little food for thought there. All right, a look into 2026. What do we got? Liquidity, rates, and regulation. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. The keys to Bitcoin's price in 2026. Where is Bitcoin heading at the beginning of the year after 2025, as eventful as it was, volatile? The crypto community is dreaming of new peaks. But between liquidity injections, shifting regulations, and institutional strategies, the trajectory remains uncertain. What are the right signals to watch for? Where do the traps lie? One thing is sure, 2026 will not be a year like the others. Towards a historic bull run in 2026. AVAIL CEO Bill Burritt, we'll call him Bill, foresees a tsunami of liquidity boosted by American monetary policy. In a heated exchange on Schwab Network, he says, quote, "Nothing stops this train." That generally refers to money printing, debt servicing, massive liquidity injections we've seen in recent years. And I think we will see a ton of that in 2026. Let's hope so. The man speaks of a discrete but real return of quantitative easing starting as early as 2025, which, yes, it already did kind of start, with bond buybacks by the Fed. In response, interest rates would fall and demand for public debt would erode. Results: an environment where risky assets regain color. Bitcoin at the forefront. The correlation with tech stocks plays fully. There were times when Nvidia and Tesla were more volatile than Bitcoin, he noted, and for good reason. Bitcoin has stabilized around 30% volatility compared to 60% historically, enough to reassure investors seeking high returns but fewer shocks. The crypto ecosystem no longer only attracts enthusiasts but also financial powers. In the same show, John Ha from Swan Bitcoin notes a massive shift in buyer profiles. Quote, Harvard, a $50 billion endowment fund from the Ivy League, their biggest publicly declared position is Bitcoin. Middle Eastern sovereign funds also hold a significant share of Bitcoin. Same tune at Vanguard or Middle East sovereign funds. They all go first. They all first go through ETFs considered simpler and safer for new entrants. But this gateway could become a staircase to buying hard BTC. Yes, they do like it hard. Another phenomenon observed: Bitcoin treasury companies. Some companies make Bitcoin a strategic asset. Strategy leads the dance, but others appear and disappear just as fast. It remains to be seen which ones will hold the course, like strategy, for example. Adoption is strengthening because even if the ETF is more reassuring, some will then want the real Bitcoin. I agree with that. Meanwhile, other cryptos indirectly benefit from the institutional enthusiasm. Portfolios often open in duo, Bitcoin then Ethereum, and then why not Solana or the current L2s. The economy shows milder skies. Politics could well spoil it. Michael Turpin, BTC pioneer, does not share the general optimism. According to him, Bitcoin could hit a floor at $60,000 by the end of 2026. His main worry: Michael Turpin estimates that any electoral outcome other than a total Republican victory would compromise the favorable regulatory climate for crypto. In short, if Republicans don't sweep both chambers, the regulatory climate will remain tense for the crypto sphere. So Democrats will come in and screw the whole thing up. The community remains divided. On one side, approved ETFs, growing adoption, and other threats of restrictive laws, investigations on certain platforms, and an ever more present financial regulator. Nothing is decided. A lot of stuff up in the air for 2026, my friends. What do we have? Sent the info. Nice. Over the top, watching over on Rumble. Thank you for supporting us over there. Make sure you're following us on all networks, guys. Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, X, everything, right? Make sure you're following us. We put exclusive content out on all the different platforms. Alex, good to see you, my guy. Happy New Year. Dave says, what's up, brother man? I know you said there could be an alt run in 2026. Do you think there's a chance it comes a little sooner, with possible stimulus checks coming in March? I think it'll be a cause and effect, like I said, probably late Q3, Q4 of next year. Danny, Happy New Year, my guy. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. We're going to get into a clip here, guys, but before we do, we have to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins. Get a 2-for-1 deal on your self-custody wallet today, guys. If you're going to be holding your crypto for a long time before there's any kind of an altcoin season, it makes sense to hold it in self-custody, not on exchanges where they're getting hacked on what seems like a daily basis. Keep your crypto safe. Keep it in your own self-custody. Use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal. You can even stake your crypto, guys, even your stablecoin, right on your Decent wallet. So why not gain your passive income, right? Okay, let's get over to Squawk Box. All right, we got a short clip here from Squawk Box. Former Walmart CEO Bill Simon says Doug McMillon did an incredible job leading the company. So we're talking about the retail side of things here, guys. Let's get into it.
With a wrap on retail and what's ahead for consumers in the new year, Bill Simon, former president and CEO of Walmart US. And it's good to see you, Bill. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you?
I'm good. You got to watch, were you when that unbelievable CEO just finally said he was leaving, and we didn't eulogize him, but because he's alive and he's young, but we certainly we're going to erect a statue or something for him. Did you watch that from afar and sort of marvel at the, you'd have to say, troubled waters that Doug guided that company through just to just incredible success?
Yeah, look, it was a serious transition 10 years ago, 11 years ago when Doug took over. Walmart was valued as a pure brick and mortar retailer, despite the fact that their digital business was growing, nearly as fast as Walmart's. And that's really the transition that he led them through, is having Walmart recognized as the innovative digital blended company that it is. And that's why I think the valuation's so high. Did an incredible job. I
mean, Amazon was, didn't do anything wrong, and other companies just fell in the wake of the power of Amazon and everything else, but not Walmart. I mean, they were worthy competition. I guess they started out with a pretty good, with a pretty good franchise, Walmart.
Yeah, look, scale and make $29 billion in operating income gives you a lot of flexibility, and they use it well.
Yeah, but not everybody did well. We don't need to go in and relitigate, some of the failures of other companies, but it's not like it was just going to happen without doing the right things, because there are other companies that showed you what not to do during that period.
Yep, exactly. They did a wonderful job. They did everything they said they were going to do and more.
Okay, well, let's talk in general. Who won last year, and who do you expect to win this year?
Well, I think scale is going to continue to win. I think the relative uncertainty that the whole tariff discussion brought forward, we were able to really see the big guys, Walmart, Costco, Amazon, find ways to digest the tariff news and really to push back on the manufacturers and get some assistance there, use the distribution power. And they're increasingly starting to use technology and AI to help make their operations even more efficient. So they're able to better deal with some of the uncertainty going forward than some of the mid-range guys. And I think the big are going to keep getting bigger, and the smaller and the middle guys are going to struggle.
What's going to happen with not just malls, but I look at the flux in some of the most storied names in retail and department stores, and I'm trying to figure out what the Saks or Macy's or Bloomingdale's. What does the future look like there, and what's happening? What's changing so much? Is it all just? Are they missing the online digital side of things?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. You mentioned mall traffic. I think mall traffic in a lot of places is challenged, so they have some geographic issues to deal with. I think you've seen, some of them start to respond. I think Macy's had a couple of good quarters now. You've got guys like Dillard's who've sort of found a way to navigate through it. And then you've got guys who are just starting to figure it out. Kohl's has a leadership transition. Michael Bender's taken over there. He's a terrific leader, but they've got their challenges ahead of them. If you can't find a reason to be, then you're not going to be.
Yeah. you can't find a reason to be, you ain't gonna be, sucker. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, what else do we have? Let's keep it rolling along here. Ben, haven't seen you all year. I know it's been a minute. Happy New Year, Rob. Can you take a look at Elixir? Do you think the project has potential? Good time to buy. I looked at Elixir yesterday. I do think it seems like a decent project. As far as aping, I personally wouldn't ape. I'd probably just slowly DCA. I think I talked about this. It might have been with you, like yesterday or the day before. But because I do think that altcoins have another leg down still, right? So, Myrdid, my guy, what's up, man? It's been an interesting year. Appreciate the VIP group and going through all the ups and downs together as a community. Yes, I agree, man. Nothing like navigating the good times and the bad times together as a community, right? Absolutely. Too many people, like I've been told a million times by people, that's a little bit facetious, but a lot of times by people that they would have panic sold in the lows and stuff like that had they not had the community behind them. So absolutely, it's worth being a part of the VIP community, guys. Navigating this space can be very, very complicated. Don't do it alone. Join our community today and get all the support that you need. Absolutely. Let's dive into this, guys. Fed sparks interest. What lies ahead for cryptocurrency markets? Bitcoin remains below $88,000 with the market in the U.S. closed for the holiday. The anticipation is that the cryptocurrency market will gain momentum once the holiday mode ends and the work week begins. Notably, Martinez shared his targets for SEI coin while the Fed surprised everyone at the beginning of the new year. So the Fed surprised this year. The expectation is for the Fed to make 2 interest rate cuts and take more tangible steps towards monetary expansion. But here's the thing, guys. Powell, his tenure is ending in May. So anything that they're saying they plan on doing for the entire year at this point in time means absolutely nothing, because there's going to be a new chair in there in a matter of months. Speculation grows that Trump will soon announce the new Fed chair, fostering a dovish atmosphere in the markets. Trump has stated that someone who does not align with his views cannot be the Fed chair, suggesting accelerated rate cuts starting in May. Guys, that would be huge. If we start seeing rates get hacked and slashed and jacked and stacked and fanny packed all the way through the latter half of 2026, it's going to equal good things for risk on assets. Might be bad for inflation down the road, but it's good for your portfolio today. So yeah, very, very important stuff, guys. Very, very important stuff. Let's get back over to the Bitcoin charts. All right, so yeah, still inside this bear flag, just riding the pines here, guys. Riding the pines, right? Dave says, I would have panic sold before now. I would have felt like a sucker if I did. Exactly, brother. Exactly. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin's still in the bear flag. Still looks like it's going to work its way down, but will it work its way up to around $100,000? Putting in the right shoulder first, me thinks probably. Yeah, probably. And that's where a lot of people are going to buy the tops, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because we're going to ride up. And all those people who sold down here at the bottoms, who were angry and stomped their feet and had temper tantrums, they're going to start buying when it's back here, because content creators will start telling you, see, it's not a bear market. And then we're going to roll over and people will have bought the top. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be a disaster. Okay. Don't get caught in it, guys. So yeah, anyway, I got to get out of here. I will be live later today around 4:00 p.m. Central. So I will see you guys then. For now, get over to the VIP community. Join today, book your coaching calls. If you need guidance in your portfolio structure, exit strategies, knowing when to take profits, how to make profits. And listen, most importantly, if you're in the red, like everybody else, because no one saw the top coming, and you want to figure out how you can fix your situation, get over to the Patreon, book a one-on-one coaching call with me. Let's sit down. Let's look at your portfolio. Let's get a plan in place for you, okay? The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.